Have you ever rejected someone only to meet them again years later in a way you never expected? A man left his wife because she couldn't give him a child. But the child she later adopted, a boy the world ignored because he had Down syndrome, grew up to become the owner of the company that man desperately needed a job from. This is the story of love, rejection, and the kind of justice life writes quietly. Ada stood in the living room as her husband, Shinedu, dragged a suitcase across the floor. The sound echoed through the house they had built together for 10 years. 10 years of marriage, 10 years of hospital visits, 10 years of hoping. But the miracle never came. Chinedu stopped near the door and looked at her with cold eyes. "You can't even give me a child," he said. "I deserve a real family." Ada felt the words sink into her chest like stones. "Chinedu, please," she whispered. But he had already made up his mind. Without another word, he walked out. The door shut. And with it, the life Ada thought she had. The house became painfully quiet. Every room reminded Ada of the dreams they once shared, a nursery they had planned, baby names they had argued about playfully. All gone. Friends stopped visiting. Some people whispered behind her back, "A woman who can't have children?" Ada tried to stay strong, but the loneliness was heavier than she expected. Until one day, everything changed. One afternoon, Ada decided to volunteer at a local children's home. She told herself it was just to help. But deep inside, she was searching for something she couldn't name. As she walked through the orphanage, children ran around laughing. Visitors picked babies. Families filled out adoption papers. But in one quiet corner, a little boy sat alone. He wasn't crying. He wasn't begging for attention. He was simply watching the world pass him by. Ada slowly walked toward him. "And hello," she said gently. The boy looked up and smiled. It was the kind of smile that carried pure innocence. The caretaker walked over. "He has Down syndrome," she explained softly. "Most people don't want children like him." Ada looked back at the boy. The boy held her hand, and something inside her heart shifted. "I choose him," Ada said. Ada named the boy David. Life was not easy. People judged her decision. "Why would you adopt a child like that?" they asked. "Your life will be difficult." But Ada ignored them. She raised David with patience, love, and fierce belief in his potential. She taught him kindness. She taught him courage. Most importantly, she taught him that being different was not a weakness. It was simply another way of being human. As David grew older, many people underestimated him. Teachers doubted him. Neighbors whispered, but Ada never allowed those voices to define him. "You are capable of amazing things," she told him. David believed her, and he worked harder than anyone expected. Step by step, year by year, David proved everyone wrong. 25 years passed. The quiet boy from the orphanage was no longer invisible. David had built a technology company that transformed small businesses. His company grew. Investors came. Opportunities followed. Eventually, David became the CEO of a multi-million-dollar company. But no matter how successful he became, he never forgot the woman who chose him when no one else did. His mother, Ada. One afternoon, Ada visited David's office for lunch. The building was large and modern. Employees moved quickly through the lobby. While Ada waited, a tired-looking man walked through the entrance. His suit was worn. His face looked older than his years. Ada's heart nearly stopped. It was Chinedu, her former husband. Life had not been kind to him. He approached the reception desk nervously. "I'm here for a job interview," he said. Suddenly, the elevator doors opened. David stepped out. Employees stood respectfully. "Good morning, sir." "Welcome, Mr. David." Chinedu turned slowly. His eyes widened. The young man everyone respected, the powerful CEO of the company, was the same child Ada adopted years ago. The child he once mocked. The child he believed had no value. Chinedu sat across from David during the interview. His hands trembled slightly. David looked at him calmly. Then he said quietly, "My mother taught me something important." He paused. "Never reject people because they are different." Chinedu lowered his eyes. For the first time in his life, he understood the weight of his past choices. He child the world ignored, became the man everyone respected, and the woman who chose love over shame, raised a son who changed lives. Sometimes the greatest blessings in life are the ones people refuse to see.